You think you know the Mafia? Forget what you've seen in the movies. The real Cosa Nostra has secrets that would make even a Hollywood screenwriter's jaw drop. For instance, did you know that for a long time, members were strictly forbidden from having mustaches? I'm not kidding. Stay with me, because the truth is far stranger and more fascinating than fiction. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the shadowy world of the Sicilian Mafia, or Cosa Nostra, to uncover 3 facts you've probably never heard before. Let's start with that bizarre grooming rule. For decades, a clean-shaven upper lip was an unwritten rule. Why? It was all about image and distinction. In 19th century Sicily, mustaches were often associated with law enforcement and government officials, the so-called sbirri, or cops. To be a man of honor meant you had to look different, to set yourself apart from the state you opposed. It was a subtle, visual way of saying, we are not them. While this rule has largely faded over time, it speaks volumes about the early culture of the organization, where every detail, even facial hair, was a symbol of identity and rebellion. Now for our second fact, something that completely appends the classic gangster image. The Cosa Nostra was instrumental in a massive anti-malaria campaign in Sicily. Yes, you heard that right. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Sicily was ravaged by malaria, a disease that thrived in its swampy coastal areas. The Italian government's efforts to drain the swamps and distribute quinine, the primary treatment, were slow and inefficient. This is where the Mafia stepped in. Seeing an opportunity to win public favor and exert control, Mafia bosses used their networks to manage the distribution of quinine. They made sure the medicine reached the people who needed it, bypassing the sluggish bureaucracy. They also oversaw public works projects to drain the wetlands. Of course, this wasn't purely altruistic. It solidified their power, making them look like saviors to the local population who felt abandoned by the state. They became the de facto government, the ones who got things done. It's a complex piece of history where a criminal organization became a public health provider, blurring the lines between protector and predator. Ready for the third and final fact. This one involves the Allied invasion of Sicily during World War II, a chapter often romanticized and debated by historians. The story goes that American intelligence, specifically the Office of Naval Intelligence, made a deal with incarcerated mob boss Charles Lucky Luciano. The U.S. needed help securing the ports of Sicily for their invasion. Codenamed Operation Husky in 1943. Who knew the lay of the land, the people, and the communication lines better than the local mafia? According to this account, Luciano used his connections to pass information to Sicilian mafia in return for their assistance in providing intelligence, mapping out defenses, and rallying local support against the German and Italian fascist forces. Luciano was promised a commuted sentence, and indeed, after the war, his sentence was commuted, and he was deported to Italy. While the full extent of this pact is still debated, it's undeniable that the Mafia played a significant role during the invasion. They saw the Americans as liberators who would oust Mussolini's regime, which had aggressively cracked down on them. This wartime collaboration allowed the Cosa Nostra to re-establish and strengthen its power base in Sicily after years of fascist suppression, setting the stage for its post-war resurgenza. So there you have it. No mustaches, fighting malaria, and a secret pact during World War II. The real history of the Cosa Nostra is a tangled web of power, perception, and pragmatism that is far more nuanced than the black and white portrayals we're used to. It's a story of an organization that, at times, acted as a shadow state, both terrorizing and, paradoxically, providing for the people under its influence. What do you think is the most surprising fact? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this journey into the hidden corners of history as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.